But there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
In the front court comes Simmons. He'll run the offense. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, to win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
The big fella, Andre Drummond, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Count the basket inside.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to play that much harder on offense, defensive end.
Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Simmons to Butler. Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Not today.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Pistons have it. Jackson to Drummond. He gets it.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
And Jimmy Butler, all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. To Jackson. Short jumper misses. Simmons into the front court. They're down 3. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Not going down for him this time. Redick with it. The score 10-8 to Tobias Harris. Griffin, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Griffin. Alonzo Trier fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Harris to Butler. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Jackson. To Griffin. Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. For three, shakes free and hits.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Butler to bring it up. Down three. Redick to Butler. Blake Griffin with a piece. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Harris. And Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
To Drummond. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Harris to Simmons. It was right there. To Drummond. Jackson. To Griffin. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Griffin. To Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson missed his first. That one goes.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Sixers have the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Simmons. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Simmons to Butler. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Blake Griffin with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Griffin. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. To Butler. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Simmons with it. Down 6. To McConnell. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Is Smith. To Griffin. Cleans it up. Jimmy Butler swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Philadelphia with the basketball. He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. Calls out a...
Come on, y'all, let's go get it. Stepping in for the 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Subbing in
Ish Smith.
for the Detroit Pistons, number 55.
To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
Baller into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Embiid. Simmons. Embiid, good for 2.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. That ends the first quarter. The Pistons with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 13. Entering the game for Detroit.
Has a look. Not that time. To Smith. Rebound taken by the Sixers. To McConnell. Screen coming. Grayson Allen to McConnell. It goes down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers control it. McConnell. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Baseline drive. Lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
McConnell. Goaltending. Ish Smith. Here comes the screen. Able to convert inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Ish Smith. To Monroe. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Ish Smith. 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Deep left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Grayson Allen to Monroe. Cleans it up. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Greg Monroe at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Down to Zaza. You've got to get that one to go. To McConnell. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
T.J. McConnell trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Off the mark on his free throw. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Allen. McConnell. To Monroe. Ish Smith. Here comes the screen.
Get over.
Down to Zaza. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Here comes the screen. Zaza Pachulia snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Shot from the lane won't go. McConnell. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
McConnell. To Monroe. From the painted area, won't go down. Kicks it around the perimeter to McConnell. From long range. That won't go. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Brunson. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ish Smith. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
McConnell to Brunson. Slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
To Luke Kennard. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, who saw that coming?
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Screen coming. McConnell. And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Ish Smith gets it in the left corner. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Ish Smith to Luke Kennard. Down to Zaza. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Pistons ball here. Jackson. Passed it off and abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Jackson. To Alonzo Trier. Short jumper stays out. Redick. J.J. Redick. 3 for 3 in this first half.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Jackson with it. It's an 8-point lead. To Alonzo Trier. Driving right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. McConnell to Embiid. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Jackson. Deep right corner. Deep two there. Won't go. Butler to bring it up. Down 8. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, do you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jackson with it. Up 5. Alonzo Trier. Down low for Jackson. Reggie Jackson. 2 of 4 now.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half. The Pistons have the lead.
time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Pistons have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons. The 76ers are still very much in this matchup. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Rebounds.
Never give up on the play. That's what every coach tells you all the way back to grade school. And that's what we're seeing here tonight with the effort on the boards.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Jackson with it. Leads 5. To Griffin. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Not easy.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Oh, Ben Simmons. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Reggie Jackson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he missed the free throw. Easy pass to the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Jackson with it. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Beyond the arc for 3, and Reggie Jackson, no hesitation on that one. Buries it.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with the three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
The drive, right to the... Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Alonzo Trier to Drummond. Griffin. Rebound cleared by Philly. Has a chance. Just off the mark. Jackson with it. The lead stands at 9. To Alonzo Trier. Jackson. Now a steal by Philly.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
It's good. And one.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Out of bounds, off Ben Simmons. Griffin to Alonzo Trier. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Down to Griffin. To trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he makes them both. It's Detroit's ball. Sizing up the defense. Drummond, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Here comes the screen. Jackson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Spinning shot won't fall. Jackson with it. His team on top by 8. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, that's how it's done.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Simmons to Embiid. Redick driving right to the basket. He was hacked. They let it go. To Griffin. To Jackson. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Buries it. On the catch and shoot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Butler. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Count it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Simmons. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Reggie Jackson sizing up Butler. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Able to convert on both free throws. Jackson with it. Up a dozen. To Griffin. For 3. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Simmons to Embiid. foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Unable to connect on the free throw. Jackson with it. His team on top by 13.
There we go.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Down by 15. Zaza
Oh, yeah.
sends it away. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Good.
Butler to Embiid.
Back there.
Off the pro hop. Strong footwork.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Sixers have the basketball. Butler to Brunson. Got it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Jackson with it. The advantage is 13 points. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Can't connect from in close. Jackson with it. His guys up by 15. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To McConnell. Pass stolen by Detroit.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pistons have it. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Brunson to Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. Jackson with it. His guys holding the big lead. Not that time. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler gets it in the left corner. To Butler. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Butler Deep two there, won't go. 4-3. And it's Butler who grabs the rebound. Short jumper stays out. The drive right to the basket. To Reggie Jackson. Joel Embiid pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Butler into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Butler for two. Not that time. The jumper's off the mark. Has a chance. And the rebound taken by Jackson. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Jackson with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
I wonder how I can make this a little louder.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Butler to bring it up. Down a bundle. McConnell. Rocking the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Screen coming. McConnell to Butler. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Brunson. And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Probing the defense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Cashes in for two.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Able to convert inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there
Yeah,
from
you
the
can.
defender.
It's not
We
often.
call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so
I need to
far.
up my mic volume.
Free throws good. A three-point play, and the lead.
We got this. Let's go. Substitutions. Detroit. Entering the game, the 76ers.
Jimmy Butler for two.
yeah.
He buries it off the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
To Griffin. Jackson. That one off the mark.
I got the
Follow-up
dunk,
on the
baby.
dunk there.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed a short one there.
Got it, man.
Finishing
Hit it
inside
for
the paint on that one.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play. To Jackson. Fires the three.
Too early.
Not getting the bounce. No good. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Reggie Jackson. Knocked loose. From long range. No good. Philadelphia with the basketball. Blake Griffin.
Yeah, right.
Tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Butler to Brunson. And Jimmy Butler gets a look. Can't hit. To Griffin. Jackson. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Butler to Tobias Harris. Butler to Tobias Harris. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Trying to cash in.
Dude, no way.
J.J. Redick. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
Nail biter, right?
Harris to Butler.
No!
Shot from the lane won't go. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a
Reggie,
7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Sixers call for time. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Butler for two. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And here's the foul. Right now, it's a 2-possession game. So if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Yeah.
Sixers control it. The Pistons are the winners as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Pistons
How do you like
got
that
the
one
win
there,
in a
Bob?
close game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group. And that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Detroit Pistons. The 76ers.
Just couldn't close this one out.
When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in.
Game track. Assists.
It's a shame only one team can win when you have such great team basketball on display.
Player of the game.
It's me. Dude, that a triple-double, baby. Yeah.
We handpicked them for you. Here are the top players.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's what I'm talking about.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
You like that triple-double? You like that triple-double? Dude, I even had 5 steals. And a block. Dude, I don't even think I ever had a triple-double when I played in 2K. Dude, I don't even think I ever had a triple-double when I played in 2K. Seven, 38, 39, 40. Hell yeah. Got a new trait. Upgraded that one. Upgraded that one. Yeah. It's gonna be a while for that one. What's the new one? Rebound Catalyst. Grabbing a rebound grants a slight boost. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, why not? Signature ability must be unlocked and equipped beginning. Earning experience rewards. It is a 3-point grant the boost. Stealing, passing, rebounding. Free throw. Hell yeah, let's do that, baby. Get. Cool beans. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. Time for bed.